congratulations on Vengeance of Most Foul.
Thank you.
It is probably the most exciting event for me of the last year. To tell you how good it was, like 10 minutes before it was on the family WhatsApp, I was like, Vengeance of Most Foul is on 10 minutes, you need to be in here. Which is kind of unusual now because, you know, people watch streaming and they watch it on catch up and everything like that. But yours is you have the kind of stories and the kind of characters that will pull people in. How do you do that? Because obviously you've been at this for a couple of years now.
Yeah, I mean it's a whole team, you know. But first of all, Merlin and I were directing together, but with a fantastic screenwriter that we've worked with often before, Mark Burton, and he's got a great story head on his shoulders and a good comedy chops. And we and the crew and everyone, story artists, all contribute to the jokes, and we just want it to be a great, fun fest, really.
Yeah, and we make the films very much with a broad audience in mind. You know, we're not specifically making it for children or for adults. It's the big child inside of us, hopefully, is one of those things that appeals to everybody. And I am personally very proud to hear when families come together to watch it, because that's just such a special thing. And like you say, in today's day and age, that sort of television event is much rarer than it has been in the past.
And Feathers is the perfect villain. Firstly, to go back in time, where did he come from, and why bring him back now?
Well, originally he was in the film The Wrong Trousers, the 30-minute short back in 1993, and I have to shout out to my then colleague Steve Box, who animated most of Feathers McGraw. But it's the way, even back then, he sort of struck people quite. He had an impression with his cold, sort of deadpan looks, and that was a really big challenge for us in the movie and the animators to keep him on track in that almost less is more all the time sort of thing.
Personally, as a relative outsider and a newcomer to Feathers McGraw, I love the fact that he's so evil, yet penguins are just delightful, and everybody loves a penguin. And so the fact that there's that lovely contrast between the normal perception of penguins and what Feathers McGraw is, I love that.
And obviously, with the passing of Peter, your voice talent has changed. But having watched all the Wallace and Gromits many times over, I really wasn't able to tell. So how good was it for you to be able to have the baton handed on in that way and have the experience to be so seamless?
Well, you sort of discovered Ben, didn't you?
Yes, he came on as a background character in Curse of the Weir Rabbit back before 2005, and we discovered we needed him as a reading artist sometimes, and we discovered that he could do a fantastic mimic of Peter Sallis's Wallace, and he carried on with the blessing of Peter Sallis, doing jobs that Peter didn't want to do.
He very much understudied and had Peter's blessing, and they knew each other, so that was a great foundation. And over the years, Ben has worked with us to sort of refine his performance and own it, really, as an artist. And we're dead proud of what he's done for us.
Yeah, he's just so good. Yeah, like I say, seamless. It's kind of improved over the years, hasn't he?
Yes.
And he's off his own volition. He was having a voice coach to even, up to this film, to kind of, which he did.
And he's done that great thing of not just being a mimic, because for a film like this, we needed an actor. And so, as Ben grew in confidence, his acting chops and his ability to sort of resurrect the voice style that Peter had came together, and the performance is wonderful.
Well, congratulations again, and on the hatful of nominations that you've had across the board. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and looking forward to seeing more of your work soon.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!